Masquera say Zimbabwe, welcome to our channel Zim Confessions and Deep Secrets. Kana kari kitanga kukabana ino channel, please don't forget to subscribe. Kana uchungwa garawaka subscribe, but don't forget to comment and share this video. Nasmere Zimbabwe tavigirai nyaya irikupisha nyaya irikunetsa yabuda nembato re-Citizens Coalition for Change apo vasengezo Tshabangu, the self-imposed interim secretary general, varikunzi vaexpelwa from the opposition party iyo irikunzi irikutungamirirwa navawashman Ncube, and kutaura kwatikuita varikunzi he is facing the risk yekurikolwa from the Senate muRezimbabwe. Iyo inova the same fate yavakainflicta upon ma-CCC parliamentaries nemakanselas akawanda apo pavakawanikwa vachivarikola zvirikunzi zvavadzokera vaShabangu vava kuda kubviswa pachigaro muRezimbabwe. vaShabangu avo vari kunzi vakafesa the party's national disciplinary committee musi wa February 12 this year, hanzi vaifesa 4 counts of misconduct related to my actions avakaita between November and December last year. So according to a statement released by the CCC party spokesperson Williams Madzimure musi Wednesday, abuda achitaura iwo vachiti vaShabangu vasekwa from the party hanzi vaexpelwa from the party nekuda kwemhosva dzavakapara muRezimbabwe. Zvinombira mushe vaShabangu vari kunzi vakacontravena the party's constitutional clause muRezimbabwe between November and December. So the lawyer vaShabangu vari kunzi vakabatwa neThe New Zimbabwe hanzi asi foni yavo haina kupindurwa. Hanzi his lawyers vanonzi kukaka pulu hanzi aconfirma kuti vaShabangu vakaappear before the CCC party disciplinary committee, but vakataura ivo vachiti he was not the one he acted on behalf of vaShabangu musi iwowo. Vakadirecta ma-questions ese to another lawyer waShabangu anonzi Kabani Sitole. vaSitole pavakabatwa vakataura ivo vachiti vanhu vakadzinga vaShabangu hanzi they don't have the power to do that since CCC haina structures, and they must structures anokwanisa kuexercise power rekudzinga vaShabangu. They do not exist at the moment muRezimbabwe. Kutaura kwatirikuita vaShabangu vasitozikanwa kuti what is going to be his next step, but mamiriro azvakaita vari kunzi vaShabangu vadzingwa mubato re-Citizens Coalition for Change, and vanokwanisa kudzingwa from the Senate muRezimbabwe. Nyaya yabudidzwa nemaizimbabwe.com vachitaura vachiti Sengezo Tshabangu, the self-imposed interim secretary general of the Citizens Coalition for Change, has been expelled from the opposition party led by Washman Ncube and now faces the ignominy of being recalled from the Senate. The same fate he inflicted upon numerous other CCC parliamentarians and councillors. He is no longer a member of the opposition. Tshabangu was hauled before the party's National Disciplinary Committee on February 12 this year, facing 4 counts of misconduct related to his actions between November and December last year. According to a statement released by party spokesperson Williams Madzimure on Wednesday, the charges against Tshabangu stemmed from his unilateral decision to make changes to CCC parliamentary portfolio holders without the authority of the president or any organ of the party. Tshabangu was also charged with making derogatory remarks against Ncube through public media after he had earlier been suspended from the party. The party spokesperson further said Tshabangu, through his conduct, brought the name and reputation of the CCC into disrepute and was a brazen defiance of Ncube's authority. The National Standing Committee, the National Executive Committee, and National Council. The CCC charged Tshabangu with contravening the party constitution clause 9123. Madzimure stated that in November and December, Tshabangu he had made changes to CCC parliamentary portfolio holders without the authority of the president or any organ of the party. He said Tshabangu had breached the party constitution rules and regulations in that He brazenly defied the authority of the president of the CCC, the National Standing Committee, and the National Executive Committee, and the National Council. On the second count, Tshabangu was found guilty of making public pronouncements on charges to party representatives in Parliament without first seeking the approval of the president of the CCC or its organs, namely the National Standing Committee, the National Executive Committee, and the National Council. On the third count, CCC stated that Tshabangu had brought the name and reputation of the party into disrepute by making changes in the Parliament without the approval of the party organs. On the fourth count, Tshabangu was found guilty of disrespecting the office of the president of the CCC and its organs by making derogatory remarks in the public media, where he made statements after his suspension from the party. Tshabangu, represented during the hearing by party legislator and lawyer Kukaka Pulu, was found guilty of all four offences as charged, something that elicited his immediate expulsion from opposition. Having found Sengezo Tshabangu guilty of all the charges and having regard to the gravity of the acts of misconduct of which the committee convicted him, the committee decided to sentence him to expulsion from the party with immediate effect, Madzimure said. It was not immediately clear how Tshabangu intended to respond to his sacking. New Zimbabwe made efforts to reach Tshabangu, but he did not answer his mobile phone. However, one of his lawyers, Kukaka Pulu, confirmed that Tshabangu had appeared before the CCC Party Disciplinary Committee, but said he was not the one who spoke on behalf of Tshabangu and directed questions to fellow lawyer Obani Sithole. When reached for comment, Sithole rubbished the disciplinary committee, its verdict, and its sentence, describing it as a charade. They do not have that power. They do not have structures. Structures that can exercise that power are not in the existence at the moment. It's a charade, he stated. When asked why Tshabangu had appeared before a committee that he described as a charade, Sithole said his client had appeared to simply tell them they are a charade. But what remains apparent is his pending fall from grace after he single-handedly ordered multiple recalls on elected CCC MPs and councillors from different provinces of the country, claiming they had ceased to be CCC members. The politician, hardly known to the masses before his bombshell expulsion of opposition colleagues in 2023, now faces the same fate which has subjected his rivals to a recall. Tshabangu remains a hated figure within Zimbabwean opposition and broader civil society for initiating the opposition leadership carnage soon after elections in 2023. Following 2023 elections, Tshabangu began purging CCC members of parliament and councillors, understood at the time to be close allies of the then party leader Nelson Chamisa, claiming that they had ceased to be party members. Critics and analysts maintain that it appeared Tshabangu was playing a long game in cahoots with President Emerson Mnangagwa's Zanu PF to hijack the CCC party, then led by Chamisa, after the latter refused to acknowledge Mnangagwa's 2023 election victory, citing irregularities which were also recorded in several election observer mission reports. The recalls, challenged few times in court by the party, are also blamed for former party leader Nelson Chamisa and ceremonious resignation last year. Chamisa claimed he could no longer afford to remain comfortable among traitors. His exit saw CCC split into two bitter factions, with one led by Ncube and another, which remains loyal to him, being led by veteran politician Jameson Timber. During his menace, Tshabangu was branded a party impostor and a hired Zanu PF hijacked man by the opposition. Last December, Ncube's group dragged Tshabangu to the High Court for pronouncing parliamentary changes without consulting his party organs. The High Court ruled in favor of Ncube's group before Tshabangu appealed the same ruling at the Supreme Court. The matter is yet to be heard. Toma Zimbabwe tinaziye kuti muyona sei nyaya iyi tikudziwe muri kufunga mu comment section.